My father used to ask me why I was wasting my money buying bits of paper. And I always remember him saying to me 25, 30 years later, he said, I was wrong about you wasting your money buying bits of paper. My name is Brian Johnson. I run the football programme shop in Albion Road in Edinburgh, next to Hibs Ground. And I've been doing that now for, 20 years. And I love what I do, selling programmes. My first ever programme was my first game, which was in 1969. I went to a Hibs Rangers game with my dad, bought me a programme. And I thought, oh, this thing is fantastic. And he started taking me every week, so I just started building them up. I just got a love for collecting them. And I've had it ever since. I used to work in an auctioneer's, and when the business was closing down, I didn't have another job lined up. So I said to my wife, can I give it a go for a little while? She said yes. So I started from home, but it was taking over the house. So she was off to Easter Road one day, spotted this shop vacant and said, you're moving. Otherwise known as get the stuff out of the house.
So are all your football programmes out of the house now, Brian?
All my football programmes well, no. I've got various areas, shall we say. I've got a couple of bookcases, or 3, a large walk-in cupboard, a spare room, just all over. It's everywhere. It's a massive business. Football is the biggest collected sport in the world now. There's nothing to touch football. I've got guys who collect just Hibs, Hearts, Cup finals, Scottish Europeans, somebody who collects nearly everything. He goes mad. You just get the collecting bug. Collectors are collectors and they like to collect.
It's just an obsession. Once you start, you've just got to keep going.
I think the letters MAD come into play. Basically, I collect Hearts, but for my sons, because I was brought up in Easter Road, I do collect Hibs programmes as well. I'm thinking what I've spent over the years. It must have some effect somewhere.
I don't know, probably 15,000, something like that.
There's a pound sign at the front and a 0 at the end. How many figures in between, I wouldn't like to say.
I always say it's an investment.
Very hard to tell the number of programmes I've got there. Certainly hundreds of thousands. I've got some very, very old bits and pieces and folders. It's not just a question of squirreling it away and, oh, I've got it so nobody else can see it. I'm happy to let anybody see it. I mean, I think it should be seen and documented because it is history of football. Everybody loves football. Well, they may not love what they watch, but they do love the game. I love old paper. Old programmes have a feel about them. Some of the artwork on them is stunning. They've all got character of their own. Recently I picked up one that I've always wanted to get my hands on, which was a Leaf Athletic programme, because it was their only season that they issued a programme after the war until they went defunct. It was 2 pence, and that would sell for about 400. Ask me what my favourite football programme is and what my favourite programme is, I think are 2 completely different things. Yeah, I think, because I mean, the football programmes have got maybe 2 or 3 favourites, but actual programme, there's only one, yeah. Yeah. There's the ice hockey programme from the day I met my wife, which was, it's nothing exciting to look at, to be honest. It's a very standard programme, but obviously has significance to us. We have 2 of these. This is Jill's one, and I've got my own one. There's nothing nicer than finding a programme that somebody's been looking for 20 years and saying, there you go. That fills a massive hole. The collecting world is big, but it's also small. And you look after these people as well. I send to New Zealand once a month. Australia, China, I sent some stickers, would you believe? Russia, quite regularly. United States, Canada. I've sent one to Brazil. I've bought one from Brazil. So it's very much a worldwide collecting. They collect everywhere. It's great fun. Yeah, everybody loves it. I'm an old guy one Saturday morning, came in here with a bag of Hibs programmes. I said, what do you think they're worth? He said, oh, if you can get us 50 quid, son. I honestly thought I was going to have to phone an ambulance when I told them I was going to give them 500 for them. And that happens. And it's great, and it really does make your day. What makes a programme valuable? Scarcity, rarity, and significance. There's no rhyme or reason to it at all. All you need is 2 programmes being available and there being 3 people looking for it to make it rare.
Dog ears can help devalue them. Punched holes obviously is another one, which is a nightmare. Remember, it's just paper. So unless you've got a Polly Pocket with you, they ain't going to stay mint. And then when you see people folding them and put in their back pocket, I'm like, oh no, don't do that.
You get writing inside where people have done team changes when there have been team changes. That doesn't bother me too much. It bothers a lot of collectors, not me. You sort of think, well, he was at all these games, he saw all these changes. It may make the collection worthless, but it is actually his collection.
And when will your collection be complete?
When will it be complete? It'll never be complete. It's impossible to collect a full set. You'd never be happy. You'd always want to find something else.
What will be complete when I die? That's basically it. It'll just keep going and keep going.
I don't think I'd stop. While programmes are issued, we'll be buying them.
The future of programmes I'm worried about. It's a generational thing. There aren't as many young collectors as there are old collectors. You know, it may come in years to come that people just don't want to collect programmes. They are part of the memory of a sporting event. And football is the national sport in Scotland, without a doubt.